Thank you very much, Chair. Thank you, Mr. Louis.
Yes.
I will not be having much questions for you. I just want us to set a background. The 17 companies that you were managing,
Yes.
were you eventually able to do evaluation of their assets?
No, because our engagement was to manage, not sell. So we didn't do valuation on the land. The only valuation we did was from what I recall, was for Dunes, the auction. But as far as the properties that were under our custody, we didn't do a valuation because our engagement was not to sell. So we didn't effect valuations.
But were you at any moment in time able to establish, a capital assets register for them, taking into inventory everything they owe?
We took inventory, and then also, for example, companies like KGI, there's a balance sheet. In the balance sheet, you have fixed assets, and there's a note to that effect. It will give you land and building, vehicles. So that will give you an indication of the valuation. So, but we didn't do any valuation for the properties because it was not our engagement to sell. But in file, you could see some indication in terms of the valuation. Only valuations I recall was for the Dunes auction, which was done by Ian Mech Services, Mr. Nyai.
Yeah, it will be important to know, even if at all it's going to be their historic cost.
Yes.
During the time you were there as the receiver.
Yes.
Or let's say this, let's put it at the tail end.
Yes.
At the end of your receivership, were you able to establish even the historic cost of those companies that were with you with regards to the assets they were having?
We did inventory at the closing. Certain assets, we have to rely on what's on file. If there's a fixed asset register and balance sheet, certain assets we could access the invoices or receipts. That will give you an idea of the acquisition cost. And then you apply depreciation, apply the net book value. But it was not our mandate to do a valuation which was going to support a sale because we were just temporary managers. But certain companies, based on records in file, we had an indication of what the value are. For example, KGI, it was audited. There's a balance sheet. I will give you indication of what the value of the company is. BPI Tourism as well. Certain companies, we have no records to make reference in terms of valuation. Even Dunes, normally, even when we hire a valuation company, we do our own valuation. That is, if we have access to invoices or receipts that tell you the acquisition costs. So we have a software, fixed asset software. We'll do our own valuation if the information is there, and then we compare it to what the valuation firm is giving us. In most cases, the variance is not much. But it depends on how much information we can access. But normally, if we have access to the receipts and invoices, we can do our own internal valuation. But land and buildings, normally you need a quantity surveyor. We will hire Spinks or Francis Jones, or sometimes we'll use both of them and do interpolation and find an average. But sometimes the variances are not much.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Mr. Louis, I think we'll agree on this.
Yes.
You had powers, huh? You are not only a receiver, but you are the receiver manager, right?
Yes.
So, as such, when you assume that role, the first thing you will have to look at will be the liquidity of the company, not so?
Yes, the cash flow.
How liquid they are,
cash flow, yes.
how solvent they are.
Yes, that's true.
So, as such, you must have an idea as to what you were managing.
Yes,
am I right?
Yes.
So this is exactly what I'm asking you. When you were starting, what was the fair value of these assets, these properties, or these businesses?
Well, each company is different, and to put reliance, it depends on the information. Normally when you take over, you request the statement of affairs. The directors have 14 days to respond to you in line with the Companies Act. So that is your starting point. And normally the first month we do due diligence. Based on the records we can access. So it falls on how much information we can access to make a decision that, okay, this is the estimated value. For example, Westwood, the timber equipment, I believe there were some invoices in file that estimated it around $400,000. So as part of the due diligence, we do look into the valuation. But now, whether we did a valuation for land and buildings and properties, we didn't do that because our engagement was not to sell. But we place reliance on the information we found on the ground. So.
Yes, because why I'm asking this is, I've gone through the report
Yes.
But most of the list of assets I've seen
Yes.
will just be the list, but there are no values attached to them.
Yes. You mean the inventories?
Yes, the inventories.
Yes.
So what I would like to ask is, if at all you can help the committee with the fair value assessment you've had at the beginning of your engagement,
Okay.
and at the end as well.
Okay.
Do you have that information?
Well, I'll have to check files. Yes, we'll have to check the files.
Because there are 3 companies you stated that
We're active.
were active.
Yes.
That they were active and they do have assets.
Yes, and there were balance sheets to that effect,
Perfect.
which gives you indication of the value.
Thank you.
Yes.
So it will be very important if at all we can have those values at the beginning of your engagement
Yes.
and at the end of your engagement as well. From there, the next point I want to pick you on will be on the claims.
Yes.
With regards to the claims, I would refer you to, let's go to page 7. Page 7 of the Receivership Report Volume 1.
Okay. Is it KFF?
Yes. No, let's start with Social Security.
Okay.
The Social Security, I will just read the last sentence, which says it was at litigation stage. Can you update the committee what was the final verdict of the court?
Sorry, you said page 7.
Page 7, yes.
Is it Social Security regarding the water tank, 3.95 million?
No, I'm starting with the first one, 10 million plus interest of 2.795. Have you seen it? The first one, page 7.
You have banking, then okay, you have Gambia Revenue Authority, 75 million.
No, I'm on page 7. This report, that is the Receivership Report Volume 1.
Okay, on the KFF, right? You know, you have different companies.
No, this is a high court suit.
If I can help you. Okay.
It's not.
Have you seen it, Mr. Ray?
You know, in the volume 1, you have the executive summary.
Yes.
And then each company had its own attachment. So I believe it's the executive summary.
No, I'm not on the executive summary. This is the Receivership Report Volume 1, High Court Suit number. You have it?
Yes. No, I can see it now. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Page 7.
They're different reports, yes.
No, just at page 7.
Yes, I see it.
The first one, I'm saying I will just read the last sentence there.
Okay.
As at the time of your reporting, it was at litigation stage.
Yes.
What was the outcome?
Well, from what I recall, when we were handing over in June 2019, the litigations were still ongoing. So I believe it was taken over by the new receiver trustee.
You received a trustee.
Yes.
And you didn't know what was the final verdict of the court?
For Social Security and no, not for this claim, no.
What about the second claim, which was a claim of 6.4 million and an interest of 3.95? And that one also was at litigation stage. Did you know the final verdict?
I can't recall, but I know there was one litigation that was thrown out. I can't remember which one, but I know most of the litigations were ongoing when we were handing over. But there was one litigation, I'll have to make reference to the legal file. It was against the receivership, but the High Court dismissed it. But I don't remember which one exactly. But from what I recall, most of the litigations were ongoing. I think some might be still ongoing up to now, when we were handing over. But
so you can't remember whether you can't remember among the two which one is it?
no,
Maybe
unless I make reference to volume 2, which updated the litigation status. If you look at volume 2, there was a litigation status update page. But I do recall one of the cases was
I want you to stay on page 1. Maybe I would help you to recall. What we will do now is just move forward. You will realize that you will have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Just keep turning the pages.
on claims.
Yes.
Yes.
After that, it will start all over again from 1, 2, 3. Are you saying it?
Yes.
For that one, go to page 7.
Okay, I'm on page 7.
You're on page 7?
Yes.
Let's look at the social security there.
Okay.
And perhaps after reading this, it might help to know whether this one was the one which was thrown out or not.
Okay, go ahead.
Or perhaps you can help us read it. Just read it for us.
The first one?
Yeah, the first one.
Social Security, care of Amie Bensuda and Co. legal firm claiming $10 million, interest of $2.7 million from KGI.
No, sorry, not that one. Not that one. Are you on the exact page 7 I'm talking about?
Give me 1 minute, please.
Perfect. Yes. You should be there now.
Okay.
Yes.
Page 7.
Yes.
You want me to read it out?
Please.
Okay, Social Security Housing Finance Corporation, care of Amie Bensuda and Co. legal firm claiming $6.432 million plus interest of $3.95 million from Kanalai Woni Family Farms for unpaid loan from August 2011. The supporting documents attached with motions of notice as received from the High Court dated 5th July 2017 indicates the loan was for financing of a pressed steel coal water tank with 1,027,000 liters for Kanalai Farms, supplied from, I think, Braithwaite, a UK company in South Wales. The supporting documents enclosed with the notice did not comprise of any documents or knowledge from the management of Kanalai Farms, and the funds for the loans were received in cash by Mr. Amadou Samba of GAM.
You can stop there. Was this the case thrown out or not?
I'll have to make reference, but I do know one of the cases was thrown out.
Okay, my question here is,
yes,
you said the supportive documents enclosed with the notice. Who sent you the notice?
I believe it was from the Social Security's lawyer, if I recall correctly.
To be specific?
Amie Bensuda and Co.
Bensuda and Co.
Because when they were filing claims against the receivership, they had to send us copies of the motions and yes.
You said the supportive documents enclosed with the notice did not comprise of any documents or acknowledgements from the managing director of Kanilai Farms.
Yes.
Which means Kanilai Farms, as at this time, they were saying that there was no proof
yes,
or any evidence to substantiate that they took this loan.
Yes.
But funnily enough, there are traces or evidence to indicate that the amounts were taken by who?
It indicates Mr. Amadou Samba.
Mr. Amadou Samba.
Yes. Yes.
What was the... Did you have any challenge with regards to this case?
No, you know, our lawyer was defending the receivership at the High Court. But I'll make reference. I think in volume 2, in the litigation status, it mentioned which case was dismissed. One of the social security cases, I believe, was dismissed. It could be this one, but I don't remember offhand unless I make reference.
And when did this case start? Was it before January 2017 or after January 2017?
No, this was in July 2017.
This was in July?
Motion received July 2017. This was just after the receivership started in May.
This was after the receivership started?
In May, yes.
And eventually this was after President Janneh also have left?
Yes.
Altogether?
Yes, well, I believe he left in January 2017.
He left in January?
And the receivership and the frozen orders took effect from May 2017.
So what I want to understand is,
yes,
when you were receiving these claims,
yes,
from different parties,
yes,
were you having challenges?
Well, you know, we had to act fast in terms of putting a legal defense. But I do recall, I don't recall which one specifically, but there were certain motions that came and it didn't give us enough time. So I mentioned earlier, certain weekends, we had to walk over the weekends with the lawyer, prepare the motion defense and affidavit so that we can respond on time. Otherwise, we would have lost the case. So but there were different litigations, you know, for different companies, different assets. But what's important, we put up a defense and some of these cases we were winning.
So during this time,
yes,
were you working alone in trying to defend your case as the receiver, or you were having support from the commission together with the ministry?
No, we had no support because, you know, when the receivership started, it was advertised in the papers and we had a pipeline of claims. So we took the matter to the AG that we had concerns because these companies, their financial status cannot handle these claims. But there was not much support. We even had to contact the Justice the Chief Justice on these concerns, and he said, he sympathized, but he couldn't interfere or help. Because, you have assets frozen at the High Court, and then you have parties also claiming against the receivership at the High Court. I think that was one of the bases. One of the motions was against the receivership was dismissed, which was a solid reason. But the major challenges we had in the beginning, there were many claims coming. We didn't have enough support. Then we had our own lawyer. But then even in the lawyer, he got frustrated. We had difficulties because they were making fuss about his fees. And his fees were very reasonable because knowing what lawyers would charge just for one of these properties would have exceeded his total fee. He even had to give a discount of 1.52 million. So our lawyer too was frustrated. But, it was a very tricky situation. But what's important, we were defending these assets from being negligent or from these assets being claimed by third parties. And we did that until we handed over.
Okay, let's go back to the initial page 7.
Yeah.
Then I would ask you a final question, putting all the cases together. Are we there?
Yes, you can go ahead.
Can you read that case for us?
Sorry, which case?
That is Janneh B. Silla of FutureLike.
Yes, Janneh B. Silla of FutureLike GAM-TV Limited, care of Amie Bensuda and co-legal firm, claiming from KGI International the FutureLike property at Burtle Harding Highway, Kotu, serial registration number K106-2004. They are also claiming the associated rental income from the property dating back to 25th August 2011. This property is claimed to be valued over $100 million. It's at litigation stage.
Did you know the final verdict of that case?
The motion was dismissed by the court, so we won that case, but I believe they took it to the Court of Appeal.
We won that case?
We won that case,
We
yes.
won that case?
Yeah, because the property was first mortgaged. Mm-hmm. They couldn't keep up with the mortgage. The bank took it over, the former president bought it. So I believe the final decision of the High Court was, but I remember all the legal wording, but this was one case that was dismissed. They lost the case and it went to Court of Appeal.
Mr. Luel,
yes.
You cited 3 cases. The first one, which is $10 million, is plus interest of 2.795 by Social Security.
Yes.
And the firm that was representing them was Amie Bensuda and Co.
Yes.
The second one is 6.4 million plus interest of 3.95.
Yes.
This one also by Social Security.
Yes.
The firm representing them was Amie Bensuda and Co. And the third one is Janneh B. Silla of FutureLike.
Yes.
Altogether, who is making a claim of $100 million.
Yes.
And again, the legal firm representing them is Amie Bensuda and Co.
Yes.
And Amie Bensuda happens to be at the commission by then.
Yes.
Did that pose any challenge to your work?
Well, I think the only issue we had with her was towards the end regarding the receivership of the hotels. Because we believe if your firm is trying to claim the hotels for your client, then you are not in a position to tell the receiver what fee to be paid. That is the responsibility of the commissioners, or you assign another counsel to take it up. But we felt there was some conflict of interest, and in the end, the record showed they were not fair to us.
Thank you.
Yes.